The Ministry Expo continued this weekend at Our Lady of the Assumption. Representatives from several of the ministries set up booths to share information with parishioners. There were a lot to choose from. There are liturgical ministries, think lectors and Eucharistic ministers. There are faith formation ministries, like the prayer groups.
We invite you to come and join us to hear about the word of the Lord and hear of all the blessings you can have when you know the word.
You're probably familiar with the sacred music ministries.
Soy del coro de San Felipe, la directora, y necesitamos cantantes, necesitamos guitarristas, necesitamos alguien que nos pueda ayudar con la computer.
There are also social ministries, like the Newcomers Committee and the Guadalupanas.
As a Guadalupana, we work on spiritual growth, providing services to our community, Our Lady of Assumption community. We have breakfasts, one going on right now at our parish hall. We work in the kermes during the year. We did the flooring so that it would look beautiful. Now as you walk into the church, you can see the flooring is absolutely gorgeous. And that was from the donation from the Guadalupanas.
Some of the ministries are still relatively new.
This choir started 4 years ago with just learning to play the guitar. So a lot of the ladies, this is their 4th year, and they have come a long way. And it's awesome.
Youth ministry of Our Lady of Assumption, it's a really great youth ministry. When I got in here, we were doing a softball league, and that's how I got in. And after the softball league, it's more of meetings, going to places. I know that we recently went to a bash. I couldn't make it, sadly, but I heard it was a lot of fun and that it was really eye-opening.
Ministries allow parishioners to help others in many ways.
We help everybody if they're in needs of prayer.
People of all ages that are needing sacraments, so your help is much appreciated.
We have many projects that we sponsor, scholarships. We help and assist the needy.
The music itself, really, you get inspired. People actually come to us and tell us, you know, that song, I love that song, it brought me to tears, you know, and actually, you know, that's the Holy Spirit actually talking to people in their soul and their hearts.
If you think your schedule won't allow you time to join a ministry, don't worry. Ministry groups meet at different times throughout the week or month.
We practice on Mondays at 6:30, every Monday at 6:30.
Fridays, los viernes a las 4 de la tarde en San Felipe.
We have Spanish group from 7 to 8:30 Tuesday evenings.
We practice here in the church rectory right behind me every Thursday at 6:30 in the evening.
We do meet in the CCE room the first Saturday of every month, and it's from 2 to 4.
Even current stores also had concerns about schedule conflicts.
That was one of my concerns because I do work 2 jobs. Was I going to be a devoted Guadalupana as my grandmother and mother were? And there's other ways that we can help. I make myself available when I can, like today. And I also help, if I can come help in the kitchen, I give a little money so that they can buy some of the items that they need. So it works out. We're able to do something for our organization, one way, form, or shape.
Don't forget, the people behind the tables were also newcomers at one point. Sometimes it just takes one person to lead you to your ministry.
It's kind of funny because I was never really into church and everything, but my friend really brought me in, and now I'm very prominent in it, going to every meeting, every event, associating with everyone, making new friends, old friends. You know, it's really good. It's a really fun thing.
This young man that was in the choir, Jesse Hernandez, he invited me because he would hear me. I would sit in the very front pew and he would hear me sing and he'd say, "Why don't you join the choir?" And I said, "I can't. I've got all these kids, you know, to take care of him." He insisted and insisted, and then when they grew up a little bit older, that's when we joined the choir. And I've been in it since then.
I was recruited. I was quite pleased with what members of the Knights had to offer.
My grandmother was a Guadalupana. My mother is a Guadalupana. So it's something that I've inherited, the love of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And so I decided to become a Guadalupana too.
I've always loved to sing, and I learned to play guitar about 30 years ago. My husband taught it. I never had music or anything, but once I started playing, it's so inspirational.
I just had a calling, I guess. It was mentioned one day in church, and I just turned over. I talked to my wife, and I just told her, you know what, maybe this is something that I need to do and stuff. And ever since then, I've been working with the youth, and it's been an enjoyable experience.
I was in the choir when I was in high school, but I was never inspired to join a church choir. I got in kind of reluctantly, and then when I started singing with the choir, I could hear the guitars playing. I was really inspired. So I need to learn how to play the guitar.
Been doing it since 1979. I learned how to play guitar with this friend of mine. We had the children's choir, but then she got married, and then I got married, and it all disappeared. But then I went back.
My aunt, she kept on telling me, they have a youth ministry, go, go, go. And I didn't want to at first, but now I don't regret it at all.
Since joining a ministry, the stewards have noticed a change in their lives.
The blessings are enormous.
I feel fulfilled that I have put up my gift that God had given me. And it's not tiring, it's not work. I enjoy doing all this running around, all this. But it's fun.
Amazingly, I go to church every Sunday now, and I try to just spread the word even more.
All this is volunteer. Nobody gets paid. Nobody gets paid. Okay, but you will receive a lot of blessings from the Lord, and you will get more than what anybody can pay you.
To serve the Lord is a great joy.
Serving really helps you. It gives you that inner strength. And I try to encourage, I even have my children starting to help. So it just starts little by little.
We encourage you to check out ways you can help the church by joining a ministry. We want to continue making Our Lady of the Assumption a great church, not only now, but for future generations too.
I grew up in Our Lady of Assumption. It was my grandmother's church, my mother's church, and I hope it will be my children's 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 church.